temperature 24.2 degrees, 24.2. And the starting mileage is 48751, 48751. Hey YouTube, gentlemansnine. On the way to work. Have you guys ever thought about, like, when you talk to somebody for the first time, or people that you already know and you're talking to them for the first time that day, have you ever thought about how your emotional state affects the person that you're talking to? So the company I work for, they have a term for it, so I gotta start swapping around terms and stuff. So I'm gonna call this the emotional ladder. So if you think about it, at the very bottom of the ladder, let's say you have like angry and depressed. And let's say at the very top of the ladder you have happy and grateful and appreciative. And then everything in between is all the different moods, going from everything from the very bottom, angry or depressed, all the way to the top of, grateful and appreciative. When you first talk to somebody for the first time of a given day, or if you just meet somebody for the first time, think of where you are on that ladder, because there's a good chance that people either make an assumption about who you are based on how you talk that very first time, or especially if you already know them, that excuse me, that you could actually suck that person, whoever you're talking to the same level of the ladder as that you are. So let's pick an example here. So let's say you already have a coworker and you don't really know if they're happy or sad because you're just seeing them for the first time of the day, you're just greeting them. But you're pretty pissed off, you're angry, you're depressed, whatever the case might be. When you first walk up to them, you're like, you probably either wouldn't say anything, or if you do say something, you'd be like, hello, whatever. So now think, what is their first response to that? Oh, so-and-so, is not in a good mood. I guess I won't talk to him. Well, now you've already set the state that neither one of you are in a good mood. And you probably won't talk to each other. And he or she's got the impression that you're not worth talking to, or because of your mood. How do you think they take that to other people? There's probably a good chance that they won't feel talkative to other people as well. But on the other hand, let's say, let's use the other example at the other end. So let's say you're meeting somebody for the first time, and you come in really at the top. You're happy, you're excited, you're appreciative. You talk to this person for the first time, and what are they going to think? Oh man, this guy's a positive person. He's somebody I really want to hang out with. This is the type of people that I would love to associate with. Think about that. That's the impression you're going to give. That's the state that conversation is going to have, and that's the emotional state that person is going to have. So to stay on the same example, you're meeting somebody for the first time and you're not in a good mood. You could walk up to and say, "Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to meet you. Hi, my name is so and so," and the other person's going to think, "Man, this guy's not friendly." They're not going to be very open to talking to you. They're not going to be open to opening up and having an actual relevant conversation. They're just going to say some words, they won't have any meaning, and then they want the conversation to end. So think about that. That's like the emotional ladder, word substituted. So I know it's really hard. So even today when I get into work, your default action for myself, for example, I walk in and I turn on my computer and I check my email. That's the first thing I do. But if you think about it, what I should really do is when I walk in, I should really greet people, say hello, something a little bit more upbeat, to see if I can get them to be more upbeat during the day. It really does work. It's just the biggest change in this whole thing is you. You have to be in that positive state to begin with. Because if you have a positive state, there's a good chance that you can get that other person to be in a positive state. Now, there's exceptions, obviously, if the person you're going to talk to has had a bad morning or had a bad day, statistically speaking, there's probably not a good chance you're going to get them to be too high, but you could get them a little bit happier. at the very least, you don't want to make their state even worse than it is. So, anyways, that's the emotional ladder. And I will talk to you guys later. Ending mileage 48792, 48792.